First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Got this complete to
John
Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away. And that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here they get the completion and a quick first down.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. There's a nice
God
move.
damn.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Philadelphia.
I don't like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's some bullshit.
61 yards. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
That's the bullshit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big pickup at 38.
It's early, but announce a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Checks this one down to Robinson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll go down here at the 12.
Stop the cap, bro.
End up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. This guy's been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that changes things.
I got caught on the wrong nigga. He should have hit A.J. Brown.
Return tacked on.
And really, it was comes down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Robinson up the middle. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
To the air goes Daniels.
Bro, I can't throw the ball away, bro. Come on, bro.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
19 tight, 18 run.
Here's Daniels. Forced out to his left. Man open, here is Crowder. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Come on, man, please.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now Daniels. Escapes the sand. Flush to his right. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 6 now. To throw is Daniels. Pressure comes.
Oh my
God.
God.
The Eagles get there for the sack.
Y'all got a
The
fucking
Commanders
lot.
going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Daniels being chased out left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside of 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Go empty, bro. You know you want to.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And Hurts is intercepted.
Fuck, bro. That's a pick 6.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at the
step out.
47-yard line. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They want me to pass.
That's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes
Just
out
give me a
on the
run
hip,
play,
but
bro.
they'll say it's incomplete.
They really want me to throw it.
A lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And his pass incomplete.
Fuck it, I get the ball
That's
anyway.
it for the first half. 2 more quarters to
But
go.
damn.
We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down and 4.
Check pass. Check pass. Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
I should be right, but secure that.
Too shy of the 30. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it.
That's a first.
He'll be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout.
That's a first,
it's
bro.
just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense could breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal
man, they
line.
just hold me.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley, but that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that nearly ended it. It should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got it. Through the middle of the field. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Huge play there. Now, do you use that timeout or try to hustle it up?
Now 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Kind of a strange ballgame, Charles. We did not have a